Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining our webinar today on increasing your manufacturing efficiency with the Office 365 Internet. I'm Sudhigami, the Director of Marketing at BizPro Solutions, and I'm joined by my colleague, Anil Gursahani, who's our Solutions Lead. So today's webinar will focus on what a business Internet on Office 365 is and how it can specifically help and fit the needs of manufacturing businesses that are looking to increase the efficiency of their various processes, improve collaboration and productivity, and provide a modern workplace solution for their employees across many aspects of their work and functions across your business. So an Office 365 Internet is a ready-to-go pre-built Internet solution. It has modern features and tools and saves you the time of building your own Internet or portal. An Office 365 Internet really does modernize your workplace for a fraction of the cost and time that it takes to set up a traditional Internet. And it provides your employees with a comprehensive and deep set of tools that simplify and drive your day-to-day information sharing, collaboration, productivity, and more. And then specifically for manufacturing businesses, which obviously we're focusing on today, an Office 365 Internet can automate a wide range of processes across the manufacturing, across your manufacturing business, and modernize and simplify your back office and shop floor document management. Can manage your projects, integrate all your data information as it is in one central place, and really simply make information more accessible and easy to find to improve decision making and productivity. But really, more simply put, it can be your one-stop tool for your company-wide communication and collaboration, document management, project management, HR and employee management, workflow and forms automation, employee self-help tools, and more. And then all of this is fully built within one Internet solution with a single, easy-to-use interface to be your complete business hub. And even more, it's inexpensive, giving you a modern, comprehensive tool that delivers a quick ROI. And we'll talk more about what this means and how it looks in today's webinar. So with that, let's start with our agenda. Our agenda for today's webinar will be as follows. First, we're going to give you a quick introduction into our team and company. Second, we will give you an overview of what an Office 365 Internet as a business Internet and business hub means, and the basics of its features, functionality, and the tools it provides. And then third, Anil will go through specific manufacturing examples and use cases of what an Office 365 Internet can do and what our manufacturing customers use our Internet product for. And then Anil will demo our BizPro 365 product to show you exactly what all this means and looks like, and what an Office 365 Internet as a business hub looks like. So BizPro 365 is our own Office 365 product. It's a ready-to-go Office 365 Internet solution. It's a modern business Internet built on Office 365. And we really built it to be the most complete and comprehensive Internet out there. And then lastly, we'll try to end with some Q&A. We have a good amount to cover, but we'll definitely try to leave some time for Q&A. But please ask your questions throughout the webinar using the chat toolbar. It should be on your right-hand side. There's a chat toolbar within the GoToWebinar feature as your microphone is on mute, and we'll try to leave some time for Q&A at the end. But if we don't get time, we'll definitely respond via email. A little bit about me and Anil, your presenters for today. Again, I'm Sudhigami, the Director of Marketing at BizPro Solutions. Before I joined BizPortals, I was a management consultant at PricewaterhouseCoopers. PwC focused on digital strategy and digital transformation for Fortune 500 companies. So my expertise is in helping companies digitize really all aspects of their business, from the customer-facing digital experience to internal collaboration to back-end and back-office operations, and helping them align their business strategy with their IT strategy. And Anil Gursahani, he's our solutions lead. He leads our customer implementations and customer success teams. He has over 18 years of experience in enterprise infrastructure and applications, and over 12 years of experience implementing and deploying Internet solutions based on Office 365 and SharePoint, and is an Office 365 and SharePoint expert. And then he will be talking more about our specific use case and functionality, for manufacturing businesses, and he'll be providing the demo of our BizPortal 365 product. And as a company, BizPortal Solutions, we are a full-service software and services company solely dedicated to organizations on Office 365 and SharePoint. We are based in Orange County, Southern California, and we have global offices in Boston and in India. We have about 130 employees comprised of Office 365 and SharePoint experts, software architects, product developers, customer success team members, and solution consultants. With respect to our product, BizPortal 365, we, as I mentioned, have our own intranet, ready-to-go intranet product, but we also provide a number of services and support around the product to help our customers be successful as they get started and in the future. And our product-related services include customization, setup and onboarding, customer success and training. Though our product, we built it to be easy to use, of course, to increase adoption, where we provide services to help with that, and then ongoing maintenance of the product so you don't have to worry about it. And then we also provide services to those that are not using our product, or if you are using our product but need general Office 365 or SharePoint help that outside of our product. Maybe it's technical expertise, consultation, SharePoint development, integration, business analysis, and data migration. We provide a comprehensive set of features as we have a lot of technical expertise and just love helping organizations of all sizes empower their employees using Office 365 and SharePoint. You can visit our website, bizportals365.com, to get more information on our services. So we have over 15 years of experience developing intranet and digital workplace solutions on SharePoint and Office 365. So we're experts in this realm as well as the Microsoft platform as a whole. And then we help businesses of all sizes, small to large enterprises and across industries. Of course, we have manufacturing customers, which is much of the basis of today's presentation, to financial services, to healthcare, to IT, to nonprofits, and educational institutions. As we really can customize our solution to meet your business and industry specific needs. And again, we'll be focusing on what that means for manufacturing businesses today. And then you can see some of our customers in the logos in the background. And then finally, we've been Microsoft Gold partners for over 15 years. So to start off, let's start with some definitions and some context. So what do we mean when we say business intranet? We're making a distinction between a business intranet and what you normally and typically find out there, intranets that are usually just solely focused on kind of social type features. So what does a business intranet mean? One, a business intranet goes beyond just communication, collaboration, and features that internet solutions are really other internet solutions are solely focused on. But rather, business intranet brings in other critical and useful features that businesses need on a day-to-day basis. So what we mean by that is intranet that includes features like document management, project management, HR, workflow automation tools, all in one solution to be your complete business intranet. And then a business intranet integrates with other business systems and applications, providing you a single portal solution with a unified experience. So really, this allows you to have one tool that provides a central source of truth for all your business data and information, rather than using different tools for different purposes and having your information in many different places. So really, with the business intranet, all your documents, data, projects, reports, communication, collaboration, and social features are all in one central place and tool. Two, a business intranet, as we define it, delivers a fresh and cohesive workplace solution with modern features for your employees and organization to drive collaboration and engagement and to modernize your workplace. And then as a central place and solution for all your information and tools and employees, a business intranet is essentially your central business and collaboration hub. So really, this is how we define a business intranet, and we have built our BizPortal 365 product to be a complete and comprehensive business intranet built on Office 365. Now, what is a business intranet on Office 365 mean? So an Office 365 intranet is built off of the Office 365 and SharePoint framework and extends Office 365 and SharePoint into a full intranet and digital workplace solution. And though Office 365 is, commonly a cloud solution, our BizPortal 365 product can be deployed on the cloud or on-premise. So just keep that in mind. So an Office 365 Intranet extends the Office 365 and SharePoint framework to deliver one, more intuitive, enhanced, and more flexible usability so that you can organize and access things more quickly, do common tasks more quickly, have dashboard views, drag and drop features, the ability to easily publish content, and much, much more. And then two, an Office 365 Intranet delivers more functionality than what you get out of the box with Office 365 and SharePoint. So for example, the features that, as I mentioned, come out of the box are enhanced. But with BizPortal 365, we've extended the functionality even further beyond basic Intranet features, as I mentioned, with robust built-in features for document management, project management, HR and employee management, workflow and forms automation. And each of these can really stand alone as separate solutions, but are fully built within a single intranet solution. So we've extended Office 365 Intranet with our product into a more comprehensive, business-centric intranet solution. And then in Office 365, importantly, there's so many tools that come with the Office 365 subscription and ecosystem, but they often go unused. But what we've done with our solution and what an Office 365 Intranet does is these tools are already built in and pre-integrated within the solution. So, for example, it integrates with Outlook for your email integration, so you can get email notifications on important company news and project news, upcoming task deadlines, document updates and approvals, and more. And then OneDrive for your file storage. We have the ability, or we've integrated with Teams and Yammer for project discussions and real-time team communication. Planner to supplement your task management, Microsoft Flow to automate your manual forms and workflows, Power BI to make data and reports easy to digest and understand with graphs and visuals and dashboards. So these are some of the key Office 365 tools and functionality that we've integrated within an Office 365 Intranet in one solution and in one unified experience. And then with BizPortal 365, we've enabled the ability to integrate with other business applications, so your CRM and ERP, for example, to bring in and distribute data and reports and bring in workflows from these external systems. Then, since it's built within the Office 365 and SharePoint framework and Office 365 Intranet, directly and instantly connects to your Office 365 and SharePoint environment, making it very quick to implement and deploy, and quick to set up. And it is cloud-based and web-based, so it is equipped with enterprise-grade security. And then, as I mentioned, our BizPortal 365 Intranet product is also available as an on-premise solution. So with that kind of background, now Anil will discuss specific features and functionality that an Office 365 Intranet has for manufacturing businesses, and some of the things our customers our manufacturing customers specifically use our BizPortal 365 product for.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Sudhi. Hi, everyone. This is Anil. Let's go ahead with the presentation, and then I'll show you a demo of our BizPortal 365 Intranet. Okay. So in terms of effective manufacturing processes, how do you really deploy that within an intranet? Basically, the first thing to understand is what is manufacturing efficiency. Basically, it's defined as how effectively the production processes in an organization can use their available resources, right? And how effectively production processes can complete all the orders, customer orders, using the least amount of inventory, so on. So with that background, one of the key things is how do you reduce the approval cycle time? So in a manufacturing environment, there are a lot of manual processes that consume probably 30 to 40% additional time in approval cycles, be it from formula approvals for process manufacturing industries or certain things in discrete side. And then how do you really manage the approvals for material handoffs and rejections? Because during production or pre-production, there are certain processes in place. You need to get approvals. And if some material has to be rejected, it goes through an extensive approval cycle. So with an Office 365 intranet, with the workflows, not only from Microsoft Flow, but from our business intranet, we can automate all of that, digitize all of those approval processes. So it makes it the whole process really very efficient. Okay, we can also expedite stock transfer approvals, purchase requisitions, reimbursement processes. Again, all of these in most of the organizations, those are manual processes and they take a lot of time. So with an Office 365 intranet, really we can digitize all of these processes. You can also expedite customer and vendor setups, be it in your operation system or in your distribution systems. So you can expedite the setups, item setups, you need approvals for those. And again, all of that can be handled with the intranet solution. The next component is managing all the documents. There are a lot of documents created in a manufacturing process, be it policy documents, contracts with vendors, customers, work orders, and then compliance records. So you can manage all of this with a real robust document management, which is built into our intranet. And also, we can manage the entire contracts. So you could have a specific document library set up in your Office 365 intranet for vendor and customer contract management. Okay. You can manage product histories. So all the documents that are related to the production, shipping of a product can be maintained in these document libraries. Equipment control records can be managed. So basically, the entire document lifecycle could be managed in the intranet. These features are not available in a standard ERP or MES system, and that's where an Office 365 intranet is very helpful. All right. Next, let's also talk about in terms of versioning, retention. Those documents can be managed. You could have record declarations. So you could have set up all these policies. There's a very effective data governance module in Office 365, so you can manage all your documents there. All right. Moving on. In terms of a very effective manufacturing process, to be it really successful, you need to streamline cash flows. There's a lot of liquid cash floating around, be it in terms of procuring materials and then producing them. So you need to effectively manage that and reduce really the task closure time, right? Be it production times or even when you're shipping a product. So an Office 365 intranet really helps you manage all your overdue invoices, on-time delivery, disputed POs. Those could be in your ERP/distribution system. You could integrate it with your intranet and really manage those in terms of making sure that you reduce the entire time for working on those POs. They could show up in your Office 365 intranet, be it in your task list. They could, give you reminders, send you reminders, alerts. So we can definitely integrate this business intranet with your other systems. Again, as I mentioned earlier, you get quick access to all the latest version of documents, and that really helps you to reduce a lot of time there. In terms of integrations, definitely SharePoint being an extensible, scalable platform, you can easily integrate with third-party applications. Usually you have MES systems, those are manufacturing execution systems, which are integrated with ERP systems. What it really lacks is the ability for it to, all that data to be presented in an intranet where a person would usually be working. So we provide that easy integration with third-party applications. All your reports could be published, and I'll show you some of those in the demo. You can identify trends, so your reporting could be, trending reports. You can manage, approve production planning strategies. though production planning is done in ERP systems. But in terms of strategizing, collaborating on the planning aspect, you could use an Office 365 intranet. Okay. And real time, correlate your production data, your burn rates, your warehouse data, that is your inventory volume, and procurement data, orders and lead times. You can build reports around all of this data and get some intelligence behind it. All right. Next, we'll cover the most important point, that is in terms of collaboration for teams. Though you would use an ERP system, then you have your finance systems, distribution systems, MES systems, people accessing all of those separately. There's a real lack of collaboration, which leads to duplicate data, misalignment of information. So with an intranet solution, this can be taken care of. All the data starts showing up in one platform, and also a lot of design and quality aspects require a lot of cross-functional collaboration, and you can bring those documents, drawings, production plans. You can collaborate on all of those in a department/team site on an Office 365 intranet. Okay. And that leads to harmony from conceptual design to analysis to modeling to drafting of products. All of these functions that are part of any manufacturing process, you really want people to collaborate in one single platform, co-author documents. So you could set up your online meetings and then use the Office 365 intranet really to collaborate on these things. And definitely, and business intranet really plays a big part to achieve more from ERP systems, because ERP systems are less flexible to accommodate any new processes or changing processes. You can easily build those processes in the intranet. You could also do a lot of change management, which you don't see in a lot of ERP systems, because those are just transactional systems. So you can do a lot of change management in a business intranet. And integration of these two, that is an Office 365 intranet and an ERP system, definitely leads to higher ROI on both. You have spent money on your ERP system and on your Office 365. So integrating these two, you can definitely get higher ROI. And as I mentioned in the first slide, approval cycles can be built in the business intranet. So for example, a formula approval, before you put that formula recipe in your process manufacturing system, ERP system, you would want it to go through an approval cycle. And once it's approved, you could then definitely push that data into your ERP. So these were some of the examples which really contribute to an efficient manufacturing process within an Office 365 intranet. All right, moving on to the next piece. Now, there are two ways you can build an Office 365 intranet. One is, you can build it yourself. That is, have a team of SharePoint developers and fully customize the SharePoint platform, which requires a lot of time and large dollar investment. It requires the expert skills for especially your SharePoint development skills. And there is an increased risk of failure, not only from the design aspect, but also from the time aspect, because usually these projects take a long time. Now, another alternative is you can choose a ready-to-go Office 365 intranet, just like BizPortals 365, which meets 80 to 90% of your needs out of the box. And the rest, obviously, you could work with us. We can help you customize the intranet to your specific needs. That leads to quick ROI with minimal investment. It's a quick implementation. You could customize it. There's a lot of front-end customizations that we provide. And then there is no hassle of updates to this platform, because we update it for you. We follow the Office 365 roadmap, and we can update the intranet without your involvement. It minimizes your IT headaches there. All right, with this, I think what we'll do is we'll get into a quick demo of this portal's 365. Now, also understand that manufacturing is such a wide field, and this being just a webinar where we are just going to be showing you at a higher level. So I'll just cover some points that we mentioned, and then post that if you want a one-on-one demonstration, you can go to our website and sign for one, and I'd be happy to talk to you, work with you on your specific needs. What you see in front of you is our product, BizPortal 365. This is built on SharePoint and Office 365, so SharePoint Online. It's also available for SharePoint on-premise, so you could deploy it on your on-premise platform. This is the home page. Now, BizPortal 365 really covers 4 key areas. One of them is information distribution. So relating it to manufacturing, you see right at the top here, you have alerts, right? And there's a production alert, there's maybe a manufacturing line, one of the lines is down, and you can quickly publish that alert. Now, the point here is instead of using other system alerts, that is for your manufacturing equipment alerts, using some other application to do that, you could, as soon as the line goes down, the production line manager would come in and just put an alert out here. It could be published to a set of people. They could get it by email, or they would see it right up here. Okay, so this using your existing Office 365 investment, you can really think of getting all your features, functionality that you need implemented here, rather than subscribing or purchasing other tools. So one example is an alert here, right? Other information. So as I'm talking through, it will be a mix of some manufacturing examples and some generic ones. So there could be news and announcements that your senior management can put out here. So apart from alerts, you could publish that. You have calendars. Now, these calendars not only include your employee-related stuff, but it could also include maybe your production schedules here, right? And I'll show you a couple of those. But you could bring in all your calendars, including your personal calendars. So see everything in one view. Here, you have a little people lookup directory. You can get hold of people, let's say a production line manager. As soon as the line went down, he wants to contact some maintenance staff. He could search for people here, quickly contact them by sending them a message through Skype or emailing them or calling them. Okay, so we can quickly get hold of people. There are some birthday, work anniversary web paths here. So basically, a lot of ways to distribute information, especially through all your employee base or a set of people. And then let's talk about purchase request, because in manufacturing environment, there's a lot of purchase requests that happen. So we give you about 8 to 10 forms, which are a combination of employee-related forms and some IT help desk stuff and goal management. But specifically about purchase request, we can see some examples here. So I'll just show you a couple of them. That once you put in a purchase request, you would see those forms available in this view. Very easy to keep track of all the forms that you have put in, the ones that you have filled, the ones that you have to approve. As I had mentioned earlier in my slide, it's very helpful to have all your approval cycles really digitized and the entire workflow set up in the intranet. So let's say there's a purchase request for some manufacturing items, right? So a person would come in here, fill in a purchase request, and you'd say this is just an example. So they need 6 clips for thermostat holdings, and the price is here. So a person would come and fill this purchase request and quickly submit it. It would go to the manager. The manager would look at this and say, okay, this seems right. They need this, and quickly just approve it in the system. So all your manual processes can really be taken care of by this. And then again, we have a multi-stage workflow built in, and it could go to the next approver or to the purchase department. They would just procure this piece. The couple of examples here with purchase requests. So in this case, it's again some few script blocks that they need, very cheap, ineffective, but again, you have to get it approved. So the manager comes and approves these, and on it goes to the next cycle. Okay, so very effective way of managing all your purchase requests, reimbursement, and at the same point, your manufacturing teams, be it shipping, logistics, production, they have to be out there on the field. They have some expense reimbursements, mileage reimbursements, and they can process those forms also right through here. So it's a consolidated view of all your processes. Okay, so we spoke about specifically around manufacturing that your alerts could be housed here, your forms, and you could build forms. Let's say you have another 10 approval forms in your manufacturing cycle. We can certainly work with you and build those. Now, outside of that, we have department and collaboration sites. Now, in this example, you see there are department sites. You could create your own departments. We'll focus on one of them, that is the manufacturing department. So you could create a site, get your manufacturing team set up. There'll be staff members in the site. And here you see that you could execute projects within a department site, or you could also publish other content. So you could stream videos. Let's say you had some manufacturing processes here. You want your team to know about it. You can stream it right from this web part. Okay, so for your entire department, there could be some news and announcements. There's a new hire. There's a new facility opening for manufacturing. You could put that announcement here. All these go by email. Very easy to set this up. Okay, so we make it very easy for all users to be able to put out a new announcement. Okay, that's how simple it is. Put a title, summary, and then you can send the notification to your department staff members, all employees. You could have groups of people that you send this to. All right. You could have quick links for your team. That is your manufacturing team. Again, this is think of this as a production team that they have the site for their own use. They have all the vendor contacts. You can keep a list of vendor contacts here. You have customer contacts. You could have maintenance plans, that is for people to read, or you could have a schedule here. And you could have some task lists for your production department. And this is where a collaborative platform is very effective, which an ERP or MES system won't just give you. So basically, you can manage all the tasks that you want to do, be it maintenance tasks or others, right from this task list. Okay, you could see this in pie chart view, and then report on these as needed. Also, in terms of the task list, we give you a couple of other views, Kanban board style, a Gantt chart view, but most manufacturing organizations, they want a simple, easy to use task list. So you could easily add tasks. It's just as easy as using a spreadsheet. You can create a new task, assign it to people, and then the people get a notification on these. Okay. Moving down, there you could have some department information published here, some useful links for your teams. You could at any point see all the staff members and so on. Now, every collaboration site in BizPortals 365 comes with a document library. Now, here is where you can put out all your documents. You can manage your documents for production processes, other manufacturing departments. Let's say your quality control, logistics, you could have a site for each of those and then have the documents listed there. Okay, so this is just an example. You could publish reports here, which could automatically come from other systems. You could have other equipment control records, documents. So you can manage all of this. You can categorize these documents, have subcategories. You can put out keywords and then search for all these documents. Now, if you're already using Office 365 and you're familiar with OneDrive, all of our document libraries are integrated with OneDrive. So if a user just goes to OneDrive and they'll see the same site here, that is a manufacturing collaboration site, and then you have a list of all documents. You can really work with these. So all your documents are also available on the mobile, very easy. With a OneDrive app or a SharePoint app, you can get access to all your documents. So you can manage your entire life cycle of your documents right here. You could see the version history of documents. You could share these documents with other team members. There's a lot of cross-functional work done in manufacturing environments. So you could share a particular document with another team resource. Very easy to set up these rights. Okay, so this really gives you a very robust document management. Now, if you wanted some archiving, retention of these documents, we can certainly work with you and set these up because for compliance reasons, for audits, for other reasons, you would want them archived, and we can certainly work with you on that. All right, so with a site like this, again, the real power of this is keeping all the information in one place, be it calendars to contact information to maintenance plans and so on. But outside of that, you could really house all the reports. Okay, so I'll give you a couple of examples. You see here the resource capacity, label reports, bill of materials comparisons, like load ratios. Again, these are a mix of reports from different industries, and let me just show you a couple of them. So this is a resource capacity report. This is a label report, obviously used in ERP systems. It generates from there. You would want them housed here so that you could search for content within that. So you could bring in all your reports here, bill of material comparisons. You can bring in your planned versus actual capacity reports by machine coming in either from MES system or a ERP system. So they could just be published right here. So very easy to get to all of this information right in your department site, right? Otherwise, you do have to go to different systems and pull these reports up. All right. Now, moving on to a couple of other areas of our intranet. We also have My Site. My Site is basically a dashboard view, and I'll just open that up in a minute. So really, this helps you. If you remember, I spoke about reducing your waste in terms of time. You want to be able to execute tasks very quickly. So with My Site, resource can go in here, be it a production team member, or again, shipping and logistics. All your tasks are managed here. Very easy for a resource to open this up and really focus on what things are due today, what is overdue, upcoming tasks. You can manage all of that from this dashboard view. Okay, you can see all your documents in the same view. Basically, the documents that you generated, the ones that you're following, that those are you've marked as your favorite documents, will start showing up here. Maybe some recent documents that have been uploaded and you have access to them. All of those will start showing up. So a business intranet is fundamentally very different from a social intranet, as Sudhi mentioned earlier, that it really is a business system, collaboration system, and it's as important if you use it, if you set it up correctly, it's as important as your ERP or MES or CRM system. Okay, and we certainly help you set up your systems. The last thing I would like to talk about here is outside of all these reporting things for manufacturing, outside of making sure you can get your planning, calendar, scheduling, resource scheduling, quality control, operations, procurement, you could just build these sites right here. Outside of that, for your employees, your manufacturing company employees, there's a great employee center that we provide. So HR can really publish all the information for employees. Again, very consistent setup across all sites. So you see there's a streaming video web part. You could have training. HR could publish some training videos here. You could have news and announcements. Okay, so there's a new member coming into one of the quality assurance teams. You could house that info here, some quick links for your employees. And then we provide a great way to, again, distribute information for your employees, be it from employee onboarding, where the new employees can come and, get introduced to the company, and they can read through their benefit information and so on. maybe some travel-related policies they could read here. This is not available in out-of-the-box SharePoint, and that's where our strength comes in of our product, that you can quickly set all these up. Everything you see on the left is totally customizable. Okay, the HR can publish some photo galleries here, and then you have a very robust document management platform, as you saw earlier in the manufacturing department. You could see that right here. So from your plan, policies, benefits, all of the information is housed here. So with this, I hope you get a good view of how this intranet can be really used, and efficient manufacturing could be accomplished. Your approval times could be reduced, be it for purchase requests and other things, or reimbursements, procurement. All of that can be reduced by using this platform, right? So with that, I think what I'll do is I'll move on to some Q&A. Let me just go through the questions and see if we can answer those. All right. So the first one is, in terms of approvals, how do we approve certain things and push it to a system? So as I gave you an example earlier, that we can certainly build an approval around any of your processes, be it formula approvals, be it other procurement approvals that you need. We could build that in, and we could set up a trigger point. So at the end of the approval cycle, either one or multi-stage approvals, we could push it into your ERP systems. So very easy. We can integrate that data and just push it out. And we have had experience with doing that. We have done a lot of services with manufacturing companies. Okay. Next question is, what is the pricing and how long is the deployment? The price for this business intranet is $15 per user per month. And if you want a one-time license fee, we can certainly contact us and we'd be happy to provide that to you. And then we charge an onboarding, just a one-time onboarding setup. In terms of the deployment, we go ahead and install this on your tenant. You have full control of this Office 365 intranet. So we install it through an online meeting. It's very easy. We just need a SharePoint administrator to get us access to the Office 365 tenant. We install it, and then we have about 5 to 8 sessions with you in terms of setting up your intranet. So for out-of-the-box setup, it would take us about 5 to 8 sessions, and you would get going with your intranet. All right. Next question. Okay. How do you integrate this with CRM? So a lot of manufacturing environments, again, maintaining your customer vendor contacts, as I showed you earlier, you could obviously maintain that. Let me see if I can get back to the site. Yeah. So outside of, you can definitely maintain that in your CRM system. Bring those lists here, always, integrate it with your CRM list and always have those contacts. Or you can build your individual contact list. It's very easy to build that. So it's as easy as clicking on the plus sign here, and now you're ready to build a new list. Okay, so you could build it as a list, any text descriptions, you could bring in calendars, contacts, and so on. So very easy to literally build a lot of lists here. So we can definitely train you on that, and you'll be able to work through that. All right, I think we are running out of time. So again, in terms of your individual requirements, integrations with manufacturing systems, or maybe you want to bring in data, any of these requirements that you would have, please contact us and go to our website. You can sign up for a one-on-one demo, and we'd be happy to work with you and see how this can really help you in driving more efficiency into your manufacturing processes. Thank you all for attending.